Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you. How are you, my bull gang? I hope you're well. Thank you so much. Let's get to the weeklies. Friends, let's do it. We are looking at a couple of oracle decks this week, and we are going to throw some tarot at it, find out what's going on in the week ahead. Welcome here if you're brand new. I saw a few of you sneak in the door over the last few days. Welcome if you're a Taurus, no matter what your placement is. And if you're a cross watcher, thanks for doing that. Thank you so much for all the ways you've been loving on this channel. Subscribing, hyping, thumbs up. All of your super thanks are much appreciated. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. And at the end of this video, as per usual, I'm going to tell you about how to find the extended, and I'm going to talk about private reads. Let's find out what's going on with Taurus. Taurus, we have you at an impasse. It says, reflect and redirect your energy. This is sort of a common card that comes up with Taurus whenever I use this particular deck. Something about the Traveler, I can't remember. It usually is, the impasse is like, you know, you're being a little bit stubborn. Up against the brick wall and still banging your head against the brick wall, yelling at it to move. We've got traveling lightly, simplifying your life. Yeah, it feels like, Taurus, it feels like there's something here that you need to back away from. And I'm just saying that because it feels like you're not getting anywhere, but you're yelling at the brick wall, saying, get out of my way, and the brick wall's not getting out of your way. And I mean, if you want to sit there yelling at the brick wall, that's completely up to you, of course. It is a lesson that needs to be learned. That it's time for you to simplify your life. It's time for you to lighten the load, stop fighting against what is at an impasse, stop fighting against what is not moving, and it's time to move forward here. We've got joy and delight, because this is the outcome. This is the outcome of simplifying your life and not trying to take the hardest road and yelling at the brick wall that won't move. It's sometimes just good to put it down and go around, right? You can still have what's on the other side. I think that the universe is just trying to force you into a different path. That's what it feels like here coming up. Taurus, this reading could be for you today, tomorrow, next year, next week. It is what it is. Let's find out what's going on. It's a general read. Keep that in mind. We do have luck is on your side. Now, as a tarot reader who believes in organization of the universe, I don't necessarily believe in luck, but it does feel like something good. When we talk about luck, we talk about something good that may happen. You know what's very interesting is we do have a new moon coming up. The new moon is not in Sagittarius coming up. It is actually in Capricorn on the 18th, but it looks like there is a new door. So something that is going to give you a pleasant surprise as you move through this new moon energy. Do you do any rituals? Go to the interwebs and find yourself a sweet little ritual to do for the new moon. So work through your fears, Taurus. It says it says new moon in Scorpio, and so the Scorpio energy is a little bit of a hard one, also a little bit of a stubborn one, also one that holds back. So it says here, work through your fears. And I think you're supposed to work through your fears in a strategic way, opening your heart to joy. I feel like it's hard to open your heart to joy if you're going to stand here screaming at what won't move. It's quite possible that the obstacle is there for a reason, and it's to send you on a journey around the obstacle. We can see that this path here, this pathway goes toward the brick wall, but you know, maybe there's a way around it, right? I feel like you work really hard. I feel like you work really hard for what you have. You work really hard to move forward. And I think that you've come to an impasse, something that is impossible or seems impossible. And I feel like it's standing in your way, whatever this obstacle is, it's standing in your way for the purpose of getting you to reroute yourself, reroute your GPS here. Let's talk about what is going on with Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter signs. Tell me more about Taurus. Tell me about this impasse. Traveling lightly. It's like you're supposed to release something. We travel lighter when we release something, when we only take the necessities instead of weighing ourselves down with the things that are unnecessary. I feel like this new moon is going to bring you a little bit of joy or fun or silliness, because that's a Sagittarius is, a lot of fun. We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Wheel. There you go. I really think that once you finally release something, once you finally stop yelling at the wall and decide to go around, take the other path. The thing is sometimes we're pushed to another path. We still get to the same outcome, but we're pushed to the path, and it's going to take longer than than you felt like it should have. But I feel like it's all for healing. I feel like there's something along the path that you're supposed to find. So you're being redirected. It's like a detour. It's not like you can't have what's on the other side of the wall. It's not like you can't get to your outcome. It just feels like it's a detour because there's lessons that you need to learn, and you won't get it simply by just busting through the wall, taking the shortcut. So it does feel like this Four of Swords here tells me that there's something here that needs to bring you clarity of the mind, needs to help you with a little bit of healing. It feels like it could be a lesson or purely some rest. Look, there could be a wall there just to tell you to sit the hell down and rest for a little bit. You're always grinding, right? You're always grinding on something. You're always like working on something, or working more than one job, or working, trying to find the next opportunity. We have traveling lightly and simplifying your life. I think that you're supposed to root through the basement, go through the closets, go through the storage area, storage unit, and decide what you don't like and what you don't need. I feel like there's other people who can use the things that you don't need, and traveling lightly is what it says here. Simplifying your life. You know what this reminds me of here? Yeah, because there's a garbage can here, and it says this way. You know what I liked? One of the things that I like to watch that kind of relaxes me a little bit on YouTube is dumpster divers. I love to watch dumpster divers. And so that's what this particular thing is reminding me of. So traveling lightly, letting go of what you don't need, because something is about to change. I really do feel that you're being asked to simplify, scale back, get comfortable with maybe a little bit less. And I'm not saying go without the things that you really love. That's not what I'm saying. But simplifying your life, sometimes whatever we own can own us. That's all. I think that is what that is about. So we do have luck is on your side. Interesting. We got Sagittarius and Sagittarius energy. I feel like as you step forward to the new moon energy, or step forward, it feels like stepping through a door, stepping across a threshold of some sort. It feels like you're being slowed down for a reason, and that also could be why this reflect and direct is here. Why you're at an impasse, because maybe the obstacle is just to slow you the hell down. I think that the Eight of Wands in the reverse is telling me that possibly in the week ahead, it's time for you just to slow it down just a little bit, Taurus. Just so you can smell the roses, so you notice everything around you instead of working, grinding, and keeping moving. I feel like you won't notice this little bit of luck or joy that might be on your side. So I think that you're going to be slowed down. Scorpio would have it no other way. It says here, the answers you need are coming. But look, if you are so busy or so cluttered of the mind that you can't see things, then you're just going to miss the opportunity, or not going to see it until it comes around next time. Doesn't mean it'll never come around again. It does feel like somebody needs to clear their mind. That could be some of the things. Maybe you've come to a place mentally where you've hit a wall. It could be that, right? It's time to just unload some of these, excuse me, some of these things that have been cluttering the mind. Tell me why the Four of Swords is here. Tell me about Taurus. Got the Ace of Wands. We've got the Moon. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, it feels like something here is, I feel like it feels worse than it really is. I don't know what I'm talking about. It could be money. The Queen of Pentacles is here. It could be the thought pattern. The Four of Swords is here. It could be some sort of creative path or creative thing that you want to begin or want to start or you're feeling excited about. But I want to say that whatever's going on here, that something here is not as it seems. I want to say that the illusion that something is harder than it seems is what the illusion is. I want to say that the impasse that you're at could be a mental impasse. It could be you can't think your way around something. And I'm going to say you just don't have the solution right now. It's not like the solution isn't going to come in the future. This isn't forever and ever, amen, right? These readings that I do. This is really just a glimpse of moment in time. And it also doesn't mean that it's going to happen right around the corner, because it's a general reading and it may not resonate for you specifically. But this particular Queen of Pentacles is holding a pentacle, it feels like you are waiting to invest in something. Taurus, you are waiting to invest in something. You're ready. I feel like you're at the finish line. You're ready. I'm ready to invest. I'm sturdy. I'm stable. I've got time, energy, effort. I've got enough money. It feels like your health is good. Your wealth is good. And I feel like you're at the finish line before somebody else. You could be waiting for a person. You could be waiting for a job. You could be waiting for abundance to catch up with you. It feels like something is not as it seems. So just because it's not here right now, I want to say, it doesn't mean it's not going to show up, because the Ace of Wands is here. So I think something exciting is about to show up, but I think you're just very weary with the wait. I think you're just done with the obstacles. Like, I feel like you've hit a wall, but it feels like you're just done with the obstacles. I'm standing here at the finish line waiting with my offering, and nobody's here to take it. So for some of you, that could mean a relationship. For some of you, it could mean a job. For some of you, it could mean I got out of school, I've got the education, got the certificate, and now I can't get hired. It feels like something here is not as it seems, because the moon energy, I feel, is throwing illusion onto the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is the excitement. So I'm going to say cool your jets. I really do feel that this impasse, or this brick wall, is in your way for a reason. Cool your jets. I feel like something is about to show up for you, but you're impatient, or the thing is that just because we're Taurus, we're not always patient. That's the truth. We're not always patient. That's something that needs to be learned. And so somebody here is being taught patience. And I'm not talking about you that's been waiting 40 years for what you want. Somebody here is being taught patience. Tell me why the Wheel of Fortune is here with traveling lightly, because I think something is about to change. You're about to realize that the only way that you're going to get what you want is by parting ways with the things that you don't need. So the sweaters that are sitting in your closet that still have the price tags on them. The shoes that you bought because you have 85 pairs and you only wear 4. It feels like, and I'm not talking about always talking about material things, right? But it feels like there's something that's about to change here. And something is about to expand. So I feel like your life is about to get a lot simpler, and you're about to slow down. There's a little sign here that says this way. So it's time for you to continue down the path, but understand that I feel like in the middle of the week, you realize that just because you've come to the brick wall doesn't mean you have to stop traveling. It just means you might have to take a detour to whatever you want. You have to change direction, right? That's what it says here, redirect. You have to change direction. You might have to change direction midweek. Tell me about Taurus and the Wheel of Fortune. It might be to begin something new as well. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like you feel that you're on the outside looking in of something you really want. I'm feeling a lack. I can't have it. I don't have enough time for it. I don't have enough money. Something here is about to change as it pertains to the 5 of Pentacles. I think that you are going to be let in, or you're going to feel included. We've got the Knight of Swords. And we've got the Death card. Something is about to change. I don't know why I cannot get that song, Defying Gravity, out of my head. Look, I've never watched that movie. I've never watched anything. Like, I don't do Disney things. I've never watched the Elsa movie. You might because you have a child, but yeah, it feels like somebody here is about to something here is about to speed up. I'm going to say, because the Knight of Swords is here, something here is about to speed up. You could be getting some really quick information. Like, maybe you feel like you're on the outside looking in, and then all of a sudden you get an invitation to show up and be included in something. It could be you're waiting on the job, or you're waiting on whatever is behind that wall, and I'm getting tired of being patient, of having to be, it feels like the only one in my life of all my friends that has to be patient for what I want. I feel like something here changes. It feels like it's a realization or something that transforms because of a destined change. So it feels like you release something. So you might release the 5 of Pentacles. You might release this feeling of feeling unwanted or rejected, or feeling like you're on the outside looking in, or feeling like maybe something shows up at the very last second because you don't have enough money in the bank, and if I don't get a job within a month, then I'm screwed. It feels like something does show up because the Knight of Swords is here, and that's aggressive, moving quickly, coming at you, communication, just going to blurt it out, just going to say it. It's going to cause you to go through this transformational point, which is the death point, which I feel like, the job might come up and say, okay, but we need you now. We can't have you giving your employer a month's notice or 2 weeks notice. It feels like something needs to happen now. and something is already blooming. And so you're going to have to end something. You're going to have to release something. That's what's going to cause you to travel lightly. This person's walking by a garbage can. So it figures like it's going straight in the bin, friend. You got to put it straight in the bin because you have to go to the next thing. Luck is on your side. And I feel like everything has been slowed down. Like we now look at this wall differently, right? It feels like something has been slowed down here because you're about to start something new, meet a new person, meet a new friend, a new cycle is coming. The new moon is here, and it is on the 18th, I believe. It is not in Sagittarius, but I feel like Sagittarius new moon coming up and new moon in Scorpio tells me that there will be a lot of deep fun, or some fun is going to come from the depths to the top. It feels like something here slowed down for a reason, and you've been waiting for a reason. And I think that it's going to end up in total joy and delight for you. But you have to first open up to it. We've got the Emperor here. We've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Six of Swords. It does feel like something here is moving forward. Now, for those of you who are wondering about relationship stuff, it does feel like somebody could be showing up, a person of influence. Someone who influences you, or someone that you're not expecting to meet. This person is going to be very controlled in their behavior. They are someone who is probably an entrepreneur, probably someone who is higher up in the corporate world, somebody who is a person of influence. So they'll probably influence you. The Eight of Wands is now showing up in the upright, and then the Six of Swords is here. It feels like when the Emperor shows up, whoever they are, whether you've never met them before or whether you know them, this person is either the person who's hiring you, right? The Emperor is the person who's the top dog in the corporation. This could be the person who's hiring you. This could be a love interest. But it feels like when the Emperor shows up, all of a sudden this Eight of Wands. Oh, that's a Nine of Wands. Sorry. This Eight of Wands turns into the upright. And when we add the last wand, the Ace of Wands, it feels like your whatever it is that you've been carrying, that you've been hauling around, feels like you throw it in the bin and you're like, okay, well, it's lightened my load and now I can be on my way. So it feels like this Eight of Wands being in the reverse is for a reason. It slows you down so you will notice the opportunity as it shows up, whether it's an opportunity for love, an opportunity for a job, or an opportunity to learn something from someone who is incredibly able to teach you, someone who is the Emperor. So I do believe that it's sort of at the last moment. It's like the 11th hour because the Nine of Wands is here. It feels like it's just as you're ready to just throw it all in the air and say, fine, whatever. I don't need this then. I don't want to wait anymore. I don't need this then. I'm just going to move forward. And I think that because you finally give it up, throw it in the bin, I feel like as you walk through this door to the new, through this new moon energy, that it feels like things move to a calmer place because somebody is here who's either going to offer you something. Maybe it's a piece of information. Maybe it's a little bit about how to become an entrepreneur. Maybe it's someone who's going to offer you a job. Maybe you finally get the second interview. I don't know what the Emperor is, but it also could be a love interest for some of you. It could be that the universe is finally sending you a destined love interest. Let's put down 3 cards here. We're going to go into the extended. If you're interested in the extended version of this reading, please look at the pinned comment there at the top of all the comments. There is a pinned comment. And if you click on more, you will see all of the links. There's a link there for the membership area. That's where all of these extendeds go. If you'd like to join us in the membership area, you can do that by clicking on that link. If you're interested in purchasing this one outright, there will also be a link for this one extended if you want to purchase it. And if you are interested in a private reading, please click the link to Hypsee. I do have a reading there that begins at $25, but you get it back within 2 to 3 business days. And $25, and they go up from there depending on what your needs are. Let's look at these spaces here. Let's find out what is going on. This could be advice. This could be what's coming up next. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus in the extended. Got the Two of Wands. Look, there is a decision made here after a period of waiting. So I feel like the waiting is over. I feel like something is going to change. We've got the butterflies here, and or this person could give you the butterflies. I'm just saying. Oh, wait. How come I didn't see that there before? Sette Bello. What does that mean? Interesting. If anybody can tell me what that means, one word is Sette, and then Bello. Bello. Isn't that Italian for beautiful, like when it comes to a man? Anyways, I've never seen that there before. Anyway, so I feel like there is some sort of a wait is over because there is somebody here who's making a decision about something. So one more card. I'm probably going to tell you what that means as I go into the extended. I'm going to look it up online to see what it means. And we got the Magician. Okay, look, something is in creation mode. Something is being created. I think it's a new door. I think it's a new cycle. I think something brand new, a new beginning is coming here. So I feel the Emperor is significant, regardless of how you're looking at this reading, whether it is time, effort, energy, money, a job, or a love interest. I feel it has to do with the Emperor, and we will clarify that going into the extended. So there's a choice to be made here. Maybe someone's making a choice about you. Maybe you're making a choice, but it feels like you might have two that you're choosing from possibly, but the Lovers is here, and this definitely could mean what you think it means. It could mean love after a time of stagnancy. The Four of Cups is here. I'm going to go into the extended. If you would like to be there, please go to the top of the comments and you'll know how to find us there. I'm going to go for now, Taurus. I'll be back because I'm always back. Like I'm always back, right? This is where I come because I love you too much to stay away. Take care, Taurus. Thanks. Bye-bye.